Ready?
We're set.
You take me on a journey of the heart. You speak me as a poem. You paint me like a masterpiece of art. A masterpiece of art. I'm a big fan of Psalm 139. Lord, you've searched me, you know me. You know my rising, you know my sitting, you know words before I say them. You formed me in my mother's womb. Search me, O God, you've hidden me. To me, it's one of the most wonderful chapters in all the Bible about how much God really wants to know us and how he pursues us and how he wants to be intimate in his relationship with us. And so what I did is I took that psalm and then thought about Ephesians 2:10, which is about we're Christ's workmanship or masterpiece or form of art. It's the Greek word poema. We get the word poem from it. So I kind of used all of those ideas in it, that God, by his grace, is making us his masterpiece. And so I thought, I'm in a season where I'm really trying to let the Lord do a lot of internal work in me. And so it's a journey of the heart. And, it's not all easy. Sometimes I feel cornered by God. I look in front of me, there he is. I turn around, there he is. He keeps trying to put his finger on things, and he hems me in. And you get to a place where you just say, I surrender. And that's the way God works. It's kind of like John 15, I think about him pruning us back. After that happens to you a few cycles, you realize, oh, that's God's method, is death and resurrection. And so once you begin to experience that a few times, it really is wonderful. I mean, the end result is to think, God really knows me and loves me in his tenderness. I mean, just Psalm 139 is just so tender, and this is, written hundreds of years ago, but Lord, you know me, you've searched me. So then he says, I want you to search me now. I know you know all these things, but I'm going to give you permission to do it. And then he says, I'm going to be led in an everlasting way. So that's what happens when we let the Lord do these things, is he gives us a path of life. And so after you've walked with the Lord a while, you begin to see that. You begin to see these different parts of your life that God fits together to make a better whole. And one real gift to me has been I don't despise things anymore. I don't despise aspects of my life that I used to despise, that I used to say, Lord, why did I go through that? Or why'd you let that happen? I see it all belongs. And, you start having some gratitude for your life and the gifts that God has given you. And you realize even the most painful, difficult things were used by God for something good. I talked to my wife, Melinda. She's really good about this stuff. She's really good about hearing me out because she's been through a lot of it. She's done a lot of internal work herself. And so she was really good about just listening and having some insight into it and making me know that this is a good journey. So she's really good that way. And I appreciate that about her. Make sure that makes the final cut. The scripture says that in the world to come in heaven, that those that have overcome will receive a white stone with a new name. And and that's the idea of this is who you really are. It's not that my name's going to be changed because I don't like Keith or something, but it's like this is your identity. And Someone has said maybe our whole life is about understanding what that name is on that white stone, right? I mean, why am I here, Lord? What's my purpose? Everybody wants to know their purpose. And Jesus promises us that we will know that we will know that there's no mistakes, that he's laid his hand upon us, that he chose us, that we're his from the foundation of the world. And so we can rest in that our lives have meaning. They have eternal meaning. The fruit that's born through our lives, the scripture says, is going to last forever. So sometimes these little acts that the Lord expresses through his people, little acts of love, we have no idea what that's going to look like in eternity. You know, these unknown people that have done these little things are going to shine like stars, you know. And so that gives me real hope, that because I you know, I want my life to count. It's all I have, my little life. And it really does count in the Lord, and you realize that, you feel that, you see that. And I just think, you know, the Lord is a lot better than we think he is. I mean, you know, John said he is love. And I think Psalm 139, and, you know, we think about grace, you come to that. And I wonder if we believe it. I wonder if I believe it, you know. But when you begin to experience a little bit, you really realize that God is love. That there is, at the center of all things, a creator God who is love. And, you know, all will be well.
You have searched me, Lord, you know me. You understand my thoughts from afar. If I ascend to heaven or make my bed in hell, I cannot flee from your presence, Lord. Take me on a journey of the heart. Speak me as a poem. Paint me like a masterpiece of art. Masterpiece of art. Show me who I am. Show me who I am. Show me who I am in you. You did for me, Lord, you wove me in the darkness of my mother's womb. These thoughts to me are precious, much more than words can say. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Take me on a journey of the heart. Speak me as a poem. Paint me like a masterpiece of art. Masterpiece of art. Show me who I am. Show me who I am. Show me who I am in you. I look before me, and there you stand. I look behind, and you pursue. Surely you have hemmed me in. So I'll stop running away from you, and I'll stop hiding behind these masks. I surrender, I surrender, I surrender to love. You take me on a journey of the heart. You speak me as a poem. You paint me like a masterpiece of art. A masterpiece peace of heart. You show me who I am. You show me who I am. You show me who I am in you.
Yeah, that was great. That was a great job.
Almost forgot the words.
Yeah, that's good. Not that you almost forgot.